You won't believe this. There was a time in America when young women walked home glowing in the dark. They thought it was beautiful, sparkling dust twinkling on their clothes, their skin, even their teeth. But they had no idea. That glow was death, and it was already inside them. This is the true story of the Radium Girls, the women who trusted their employers, trusted science, and were betrayed in one of history's darkest cover-ups. If stories like this shock you, subscribe, because this one gets much, much darker. At the start of the 1900s, radium was treated like a miracle. People believed it healed the sick, gave energy, even cured cancer. Companies added it to toothpaste, makeup, and health tonics. So when US Radium hired young women to paint glowing numbers on watches, it sounded like a dream job. Clean, safe, patriotic. And the paint? It glowed a beautiful ghostly green. Every day the girls sat in long rows, dipping thin brushes into radium paint, painting tiny watch numbers, and shaping the bristles with their mouths. The technique was called lip dip paint. Management encouraged it. They said it was harmless. Some even said radium was good for them. Soon the girls discovered something strange. The powder drifted everywhere, on their hair, on their skin, on their dresses. When they walked home at night, they glowed. They laughed. They felt special, almost magical. None of them knew they were being poisoned from the inside out. The first sign was small. One girl had a toothache. Her dentist pulled it, but the wound didn't heal. Another girl noticed her jaw felt loose, like it was separating from her skull. And then the pain. Deep, grinding, bone-level pain that no medicine touched. One by one, the girls went to doctors. They were told it was nerves, arthritis, hysteria, or laziness. But the symptoms grew violent. Teeth falling out, jaws turning black, bones softening, ulcers that glowed in the dark. Doctors were baffled. Radiologists were silent. The company? They insisted everything was perfectly safe. Then one girl, her jaw didn't just hurt. It broke off in the dentist's hands. Her bone had literally dissolved. Still, the company denied everything. As more women fell sick, US Radium moved fast, not to help them, but to protect themselves. They hired their own experts, who produced glowing reports, claiming the girls were lying, that they were sick from poor hygiene or syphilis. Meanwhile, the company quietly hired men to replace the women. Those men didn't use the lip dip paint method. They were given masks, gloves, protective gear. The women had been poisoned for years. The company knew it, and they kept it silent. One girl, Molly Maggia, suffered the worst. Her legs gave out, her jaw disintegrated. Tumors spread across her body. Her bones softened until nurses could bend them with their fingers. She died at 24 years old. Her death certificate? Ulcerative stomatitis. A lie. But her family, they weren't done. A doctor named Harrison Martland decided to investigate for himself. He tested the bones of the deceased Radium Girls, and what he found stunned the medical world. The girls' bones were radioactive. Their skeletons were literally still glowing. From the inside, radium had replaced calcium in their bones and was slowly destroying them cell by cell. Their entire bodies had become ticking time bombs, radioactive from the inside out. When the truth leaked, newspapers erupted. Public outrage exploded, but US Radium still denied everything. They had money, power, lawyers, and they believed the girls were too sick and too poor to fight back. They were wrong. 5 women stepped forward. Grace Fryer, Edna Hussman, Catherine Schaub, Quinta MacDonald, Albina Laris. They were nicknamed the Society of the Living Dead. Grace could barely walk. Catherine's spine was collapsing. Their bones were disintegrating. They knew they had little time left, but they fought anyway. The courtroom was a spectacle. 5 dying women being carried inside, their bodies glowing faintly under special lighting, proof of the poison trapped inside their bones. Reporters wrote, "They are dead women walking." US Radium tried to delay the case, hoping the women would die first, but the judge refused. And finally, the truth came out. The company had known for years. Their own scientists had warned them. They just didn't care. The girls won. They received compensation, small compared to what they lost, but the case made history. The Radium Girls case changed everything. It led to new workplace safety laws, regulations for handling radioactive materials, mandatory protective gear, and the birth of the occupational safety and health movement. These women, broken, dying, glowing, saved millions of workers who came after them. Grace Fryer died at 34. Most of the girls died young. Their bones remain radioactive even today. Some were buried in lead-lined coffins. Imagine it, glowing as you walk home, thinking it's beautiful, while something ancient and deadly spreads through your bones. The Radium Girls didn't just expose a crime, they exposed a truth. Sometimes the brightest things in the world hide the darkest secrets. If you want more dark, true stories the world tried to forget, Subscribe. We're just getting started.